All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's do this. Saturday racing. Hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. Money day today. Remember, guys, Snack Shack is open. Hobby shop is open, and we're getting racing here in just 2 minutes. Modified buggy. You guys can start pulling them on up. Jim Anderson, Nelson Marsh, Mason McCombs, Billy Easton, Jordan Rick, and William Constanzas. Remember, in this race also, guys, modified buggy, it's a money race as well. $20 to the winner and $5 for TQ. My turn marshals should be drivers from race number 5, Corey Ferguson, Vince McMahon, Thomas Andre, and Jim Anderson. You guys are my turn marshals. And yes, we are live on YouTube. All right, turn marshals, you guys should start. Let's see, Vince is out here. I need Corey Ferguson, Thomas Andre, and Jim Anderson. Oh, Jim, you're a mod. I need one volunteer, please. I'm sorry. Need one volunteer turn marshal. All right, just waiting for William to check in. You're out this round? If you can get it going, you can bring it out. I can't hear you. Oh, 2 minutes? I'll give you 2 minutes. We got to give William a couple minutes, a minute or two. All right, need 2 more turn marshals, guys. Need 2 more turn marshals. All right, need 1 more turn marshal. I need a volunteer for Jim Anderson, please. We need a volunteer. Remember, guys, this is also a money race as well. Remember, $20 to the winner, $5 for TQ. You got it, guys. You got to beat Billy. The pressure is on. 1 more turn marshal, guys. I need 1 more turn marshal. One more turn, Marshall. I won't be able to get the race going without one more turn, Marshall. Thanks, bud. All right, the other end of the driver's stand. Appreciate it, TJ. All right. William looks like he's about to come out. Also, guys, remember Miss Heidi's open down there in concessions. When you do get something, please take care of her. She does work on tips. Just waiting for William. He looks like he's... All right, looks like I just got the nod. Oh. All right, guys. William's gonna have to sit out this race. If we can get it fixed, he's gonna have to bring it out. All right, guys. So there we go. Look at him. All right. Modified buggy, race number 1 out of 5. Jim Anderson, you are going on the horn in less than 5. Nelson Marsh, Mason McCombs, Billy Easton, and Jordan Rick. And we are off in modified buggy. Also a little money race for you guys. $20 to the winner, $5 for TQ today. Once you guys put another lap down, I'll start going into the race order. And right now it is Jim Anderson lead him on an 18-lap, 5:13 pace. 1 down and 4 to go. Now Mason McCombs now up into the lead. Jim Anderson in second. Billy in the third. Nelson Marsh in fourth. And Jordan Rick in that fifth spot. Right now, top three, Mason, Jim, and Billy are all on an 18-lap pace. Nelson Marsh on a 17 and Jordan Rick on a 14. And Billy Easton now moves up into second. Nelson Marsh in fourth. Jim Anderson down in the third spot. Fastest lap in this race is so far a 16.4 by Billy Easton. And there it is, Billy Easton with that 16.8 last lap around is now in the first spot. Mason McCombs moves down into second. Jim holding on to the third spot. Right now, the top three are within 3 seconds of each other. So we might have a good race here, guys. We're going to have a good one. Coming up on that 2 down and 3 to go. And we're at that 3-minute mark. Mason McCombs right now 2 seconds back off the leader behind Billy. And Jim Anderson 3 seconds back off the leader. And there it is. Jim Anderson now just took the lead with that 17-1. And Nelson Marsh in that 4th spot right there, right behind Mason McCombs for the 3rd spot. Oh, and it almost cost somebody about 10 flips, and it got right back on the track. 2:20 to go, 2:20 to go. It is Billy Easton now in the lead. Jim Anderson in second. Mason McCombs in third. Nelson and Marsh and Jordan in fifth. Jim Anderson in that second spot. 3 seconds back off the leader behind Billy Easton. We're at that 1:30 mark, 1:30 to go. There's Jim Anderson just past the line, the all-white buggy right there, and there he is, Billy Easton going down the back straight. Mason McCombs in that 3rd spot in the red and white buggy. Nelson Marsh in the all-red, and Jordan Rick in the black and yellow. Up next will be Stock Truck, Dennis Ramsey, Thomas Andre, and Jason Britton. You guys will be up in 1 minute. And there you go, 1 minute to go. Jim Anderson only 4 seconds back off the leader. Mason McCombs 8 seconds back. Billy Easton in that 16-second club, though. 16.8 last lap around for Billy Easton. Top 3 right now, Billy, Jim, and Mason are all on an 18-lap pace. New fast lap for Billy Easton, 16.4. Coming in lap number 15. 25 seconds to go. Mason 3 seconds back off of second behind Jim Anderson. Ten seconds. Race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Keep going. Nelson, you're done. Mason, you're done. Jordan, you're done. Billy, you're done. And Jim, you are done. Billy Easton taking victory, setting the early TQ with 18 laps and 5:06. Jim Anderson coming in second with 18 laps and 5:16. And Mason McCombs coming in third, 17 laps and 5:05. Good race, guys. Hey, Dennis. Remember, remember you came in here saying you're trying to save up for a new race car? No, I'm serious. Remember? I got one. It'd be perfect. Dennis's new stock truck. See, there's that. Hey, Jason, can you cross that line real quick? Thank you, bud. Appreciate it. All right, Dennis, I got you. All right, just need one more on the other side of the driver's stand. There we go. All right, guys, as soon as Dennis brings it up here, we'll get this race going. This is race number 2 out of 5. Round number 1. This is our stock truck. There we go. Might as well bring it up front, Dennis, because you're going to be the one going first. All right. All right, stock truck, race number 2. Here we go. Dennis Ramsey, you are going on the horn in less than 5. Thomas Andre. Jason. And we're off in the stock truck. And right out front, Thomas Andre is leading the 3. Jason Britton in second so far. Dennis Ramsey in that 3rd spot. And right now, Jason Britton right behind Thomas Andre, trying to get in that 1st spot just a few seconds back. 1 down, less than 4 to go. Thomas Andre with 18.7 last lap, and Jason Britton last lap 18.9. Thomas right now on a 17-lap pace, Jason on a 15. Watch out, Mason. Ready, go now, Dennis. And we're coming up on that 1 down, 3 to go. It is Thomas, Jason, and Dennis to run in order. Thomas on a 16-lap pace, Jason on a 14-lap pace. Thomas Andre does have the fastest lap in this race with an 18.1. Jason Britton last lap, 19 flat. He is slowly but catching Thomas Andre. Thomas down to a 16-lap pace and Jason on a 15. I like that body, though. Nice paint job on Jason's truck. Go now, Dennis. Nice little jump there, Dennis. You got it. And we're at that 2-minute mark. We're at the 2-minute mark. Up next will be Modified Buggy. Thomas Andre, Jordan Rick, and William Kazanzas. $125 to go in this race. And Thomas Andre still leading him on. Last lap for him was a 19.8. Oh. Oh, that's broke. Looks like Jason Britton has to pull it off. And right now we're at that 1-minute mark, guys. 1 minute to go. And right now it's 30 seconds to go, guys. 30 seconds to go. $15 seconds. $5 seconds. Race is over. Race keep going until I tell you you're done. Thomas, you're done. And there we go. Dennis, you're done. Thomas Andre taking the victory and setting early TQ with 16 laps and 5:09. Jason Britton second, Dennis third. Race number 3 out of 5, 4-wheel drive. Thomas Andre, Jordan Rick, and William Kazanzas. Also, I need a volunteer for Thomas Andre and I need 2 volunteer turn marshals, please. Thanks, Jim. right, guys, I need one more turn marshal, one more turn marshal. I need a volunteer for Thomas Andre. All right, guys, my drivers are now out here. I need one more turn marshal, guys. One more turn marshal. One more turn marshal. That's pretty cool, huh? So now you know what's interchangeable shit. Well, that's not good for a company to do that. All right, my drivers are ready to go. I need one more turn marshal. I need one more turn marshal. Come on, guys. I ain't doing it. Thank you, Vince. All right, let's pull them on up, guys. Let's pull them on up. All right, guys. Race number 3 out of 5. This is our 4-wheel drive class. Thomas Andre, you are going on the horn in less than 5. Go ahead, Jordan. And William. And we're off. As soon as you guys put a couple of laps down, I'll go in race order. And right now, we're now coming up on that 1 minute down. 4 minutes ago is William Kazanzas leading them on a 17-lap 5:13 pace. Jordan Rick in that second spot on a 16-lap 5:12 pace. And Thomas Andre in that third spot on a 14-lap 5:03 pace. And now Jordan Rick now up into the lead. And William down in the second. With that 19.2 last lap for Jordan, that puts him right into the lead. And William took it right back. But Thomas Andre in that 17-second club in lap number 2 with a 17.9. 3:20 to go in this race. 3:20 to go. It's still Jordan Rick, William, and Thomas. And Thomas Andre in that third spot right now, 2 seconds back off a second behind William. Right now, all three of them are on a 15-lap pace. And there it is. Thomas Andre with that 17.8 last lap puts him right now into second spot. Jordan Rick still holding on to that first spot. Thomas right now 8 seconds back off the leader. William right now is 4 seconds back off of second behind Thomas. That's William right there in the gray and black. Jordan Rick in that all yellow and Thomas in the all white. 2:15 to go, and Thomas Andre still is right now only just a few seconds back off of the leader. And right now we're at that 2-minute mark. Thomas, new fast lap, last lap, 17.5. William, though, had a 17.8. And we have less than 2 to go, guys. Less than 2 to go. Up next will be heat number 1 for Stock Buggy. Mike McFarland, TJ Bradley, Jason Britton, and Nelson Marsh. You guys will be up in 1 minute and 35 seconds. Jordan Rick, last lap, 18.6. But with that 21.8 now brings you down to second. Thomas Andre now up into the lead. It is Thomas Andre, Jordan Rick, and William. That is the top. That's the running order. 1:15 to go. William right now only 4 seconds back off a second behind Thomas. And right now we are at that 1 minute mark. .30 seconds to go. Let's see what happens when William crosses this line. And William now only 1 second back off of second behind Thomas. And the leader was upside down. And Thomas Andre now 3 seconds back off the leader. William now 1/10 back off of second behind the leader, or behind Thomas. And 3 seconds back off the leader. Race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Thomas, you're done. Keep going, Jordan. Keep going. William, you're done. And track is hot. Track is hot. That is the leader right there in the all yellow. We'll see what happens when he crosses the line. And you are done, Jordan. Jordan Rick take the victory. Set an early TQ with 16 laps and 5:18. Thomas Andre coming in second, 15 laps and 5 flat. And William taking third, 15 laps and 5:03. Good little race, guys. Race number 4, heat number 1 of Stock Buggy, the money race, $50 to the winner. I just absolutely love nope. Next race. right, my turn marshal should be Thomas Andre. He's out there. Jordan, Rick, William, Kazanzas. And I need one more volunteer. One more volunteer. I don't know. I absolutely love that paint scheme by Jason's. That paint scheme is, I just love it. I don't know. Man, that's some. I like that paint. That's sweet. I need one more volunteer, guys. I need one more volunteers. I know we have a couple of races with only 3 drivers, so it's. Thank you, Dennis. Other end of the driver's stand. All right, race number 4 out of 5. Heat number 1 for Stock Buggy, the money race. Remember, $50 to the winner. In the mains, of course. All right, Stock Buggy, Mike McFarland. You're going on the horn in less than 5. TJ Bradley. Jason Britton. And Nelson Marsh. Yeah. And we're off. Heat number 1, Stock Buggy. Race number 4. I tell you, that's my favorite paint scheme I've seen. As soon as you guys put another lap down, I'll go into the race order. All right, now we're coming up on that 1 down and 4 to go. Right now it is TJ Bradley leading them on. TJ with a 16.7 last lap. He is in the 16-second club. Mike McFarland in that second spot with that 17.3. Nelson Marsh in third. And Jason Britton in that 4th spot. Right now, TJ Bradley on an 18-lap, 5.07 pace. Mike McFarland on an 18-lap, 5.13 pace. Nelson Marsh in the 3rd spot on a 17-lap, 5.16 pace. And Jason Britton in that 4th spot on a 16-lap, 5.15 pace. With 3:25 to go in the race, Mike McFarland right now is only 6 seconds back off the leader behind TJ. And Jason Britton in that 4th spot right now only 2 seconds back off of 3rd behind Nelson Marsh. And there it is. Jason Britton now moves up in the 3rd. Jason Britton last lap 18.7. That's his fastest lap in this race and currently in that 3rd position. Less than 3 to go. 2 down, less than 3 to go. TJ Bradley in that white and blue buggy. Mike McFarland in the orange, white, and with the black rims. Nelson Marsh in the all red, and Jason Britton in that green with it looks like burgundy red. 2:20 to go. And Nelson Marsh now moves up into the 3rd spot. Jason Britton down in the 4th, but there it is. Jason Britton now moves back up in the 3rd. Running order, TJ, Mike, Nelson, and Jason now back down in the 4th. Mike McFarland last lap 17 flat. Nelson Marsh in that 3rd spot with a 17.4. Less than 2 to go, less than 2 to go. Jason right now in that 4th spot, 7 seconds back off of 3rd behind Nelson. And Mike McFarland in that 2nd spot, 10 seconds back off the leader behind TJ. $130 to go. Up next is heat number 2 in Stock Buggy. Race 5, Corey Ferguson, Vince McMahon, Thomas Andre, and Jim Anderson. You guys are up next. Nelson Marsh 1/10 back off a second behind Mike McFarland. And Mike and Nelson right now 15 seconds back off the leader. And right now we got less than one to go. You know, you're the only one that follows that rule. 30 seconds to go. It's TJ, Nelson, Mike, and Jason. That's the running order. Top three right now are in a 17-second club, or 17 lap, pace. And Jason on a 16-lap pace, 15 seconds to go. Still the fastest lap in this race, coming in lap number 3 with a 16.7, TJ Bradley. 5 seconds. Race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Jason, you're done. Mike, you're done. TJ, you're done. And there's Nelson coming right now. And Nelson, you are done. And TJ Bradley takes the win with the early TQ at 18 laps and 5:17. At the last second when he crossed that line, Nelson Marsh taking the second spot, 17 laps and 5:16. And Mike McFarland coming in the third with 17 laps and 5:18. Jason finished in fourth with 16 laps. All right, that is it. Forgot about this. All right, looks like all my drivers are there. Let's see, turn marshals. We got Mike, Nelson, Jason, and just waiting for TJ. All right, looks like Tom's ready to go. All right, guys. TJ Bradley in that last race set early TQ with 18 laps and 5:17. That will be the time to beat. All right. All right. Here we go. Race number 5 out of 5, heat number 2, round 1. Corey Ferguson, you are going on the horn in less than 5. Vince McMahon, Thomas Andre, and Jim Anderson. And we're off, guys, in race number 5 out of 5, round number 1. And this is heat 2. This is the money races, guys. Remember, in the mains, winner take all $50. Cash. Time to beat, 18 laps, 5:17. That will be the time to beat. Set by TJ Bradley in heat number 1. And right now, coming up on that 1 minute down and 4 minutes to go, it is Jim Anderson in the lead right now on an 18-lap, 5:09 pace. And yes, he is ahead of the TQ by 8 seconds. Vince McMahon in second on a 16-lap, 5:07 pace. Thomas Andre in third on a 16-lap, 5:13 pace. And Corey Ferguson in fourth on a 16-lap, 5:16 pace. And it looks like Thomas has to come on down. He had to pull it off. So right now we are down to 3. 3:30 to go. Last lap, 17.5 for Jim Anderson. Corey Ferguson, 17.9, and Vince, 19.6. And Vince McMahon now moves up into the second spot, and Corey Ferguson down in the third. Jim Anderson with a 17 flat last lap. Before Thomas pulled it off, he had a 17.9. And right now we're down, 2 down and less than 3 to go. And it's still Jim Anderson right now, 7 seconds ahead of the TQ on an 18-lap, 5:10 pace. Vince in that third spot right now. Vince 2 seconds back off of second behind Corey Ferguson. Corey Ferguson last lap, who currently is in second with a 17.5. Vince with an 18.6 last lap. And Vince right now currently in that third spot. Jim Anderson right there in the all white, and he is your leader. Corey Ferguson in the blue, and Vince right there with the one with the checkerboard on it. And Vince right now 3 seconds back off of second behind Corey, so there's a battle between second and third. Jim Anderson with another 17 flat last lap. And right now we're at that 2 minute mark. 2 minutes to go. And Jim Anderson with another 17 flat. So he is dialed. He's in that groove. Another 17 flat. That is consistency right there. That was a tongue twister. Let's see if he can go with 4 in a row. 17.5. Should be ashamed of yourself, Jim. Vince McMahon in second last lap. 17.7 for old Vince. And right now we're at that 1 minute mark. Corey right now in the third spot, 4 seconds back off of second behind Vince. Vince is right now just dialed out there. He is in the zone. 35 seconds. Corey right now in that third spot, 2 seconds back off of second behind Vince. So there's right now your battle between second and third. Jim still on the 18-lap 5:11 pace, 6 seconds ahead of the TQ. Vince McMahon in second on a 16-lap 5:10 pace, and Corey in third on a 16-lap 5:13 pace, and Corey 3 seconds back off a second behind Vince. 10 seconds. Race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Jim, keep going. Corey, keep going. Vince, I'm sorry, Corey, you're done. Vince, you're done. Just waiting for Jim. Sorry about that. And there he is, your leader, and there he is. Jim Anderson taking the victory, 18 laps in 5:11, beating the TQ by 6 seconds. Vince McMahon coming in second, and Corey coming in third. So your temporary TQ is 18 laps and 5:11. We'll see what happens next round. All right, guys, that's it for round number 1. What do you want to do, 25, 20? All right, we're going to take a 25-minute intermission. So go get your corn dogs, your hamburgers, your french fries at Miss Concession, Miss Heidi down there at Miss Concessions. And remember, please take care of her. She does work on tips and tips only. I'll be coming out there with a heat sheet. So at 2:25, we'll be going into round number 2. Also, Hobby Shop is open. All new product in there. Boats, new chargers, helicopters, drones, and you just come and see Mike and Danny. right, guys, let's do this. Round number 2, race 1, modified buggy. Billy Easton, Jim Anderson, Mason McCombs, Nelson Marsh, Jordan Rick, and William Costanza. Consensus. Turn marshal should be Corey Ferguson, Vince McMahon, Thomas Andre. And I need one volunteer, please. One volunteer. Thank you, TJ. Where's Mason? Just waiting for Mason McCombs to check in. There he is. The man. No talking and turn marshal on the phone. You can, but the race fee is going to have to go up. All right. You'll say Wednesday night, or Thursday, I'm sorry, Thursday. I'm making a note. All right. All right, guys, ready to rock. Remember, 18 laps and 5:06 is the time to beat. $5 for the top qualifier. All right, Billy Easton, you are going on the horn in less than 5. Jim Anderson, Mason McCombs, Nelson Marsh, Jordan Rick, and William Kazanzas. As soon as you guys put a lap down, I'll go into the race order. Caution coming over the second tabletop. And we're clear. And right now it's Jim Anderson leading him on a 17-lap 5:06 pace. Billy Easton in that second spot, now up into the lead on a 17-lap 5:05 pace, but Jim Anderson took it right back. So Jim Anderson is your leader. Billy Easton in second. 1 down, less than 4 to go. Mason McCombs in the third spot on a 16-lap 5:15 pace. Jordan Rick in that fourth spot. Nelson Marsh in fifth. William Kazanzas in that sixth spot. There's Mason McCombs right there in the red and white. Nelson Marsh currently right now in fifth. He's the all red. And there is your leader with the serpent. Billy Easton going down the back straight and over the double-double. And William Kazanzas in that sixth spot in the all gray. And Jordan Rick in that fifth spot in the black and yellow. Billy Easton, lap number 4 with a 16.4 fast lap for him. Right now, Billy Easton is 5 seconds behind his original TQ. 2 down, less than 3 to go. Jim Anderson in the second spot on a 17-lap 5:03 pace. And Mason still in that third spot on a 17-lap 5:16 pace. Nelson Marsh in that fourth spot, though. He is right behind Mason trying to get up in the third, and we got to tangle up right there. There's your leader and Mason in a tangle up on that corner pipe, and it's clear. There's Jim Anderson in the all-white. He is currently right now running in second. And this is your leader right there, Billy Easton, crossing that line. Billy Easton, last lap, 16.8. And right now we're at that 2-minute mark. It's still Billy, Jim Anderson, Nelson Marsh now up in the third, Mason McCombs in fourth, Jordan Rick in fifth, and William in sixth. Billy Easton still 5 seconds behind the original TQ. Jim Anderson right now currently on a 17-lap pace. He is 1 lap behind the TQ. And Nelson Marsh in the third spot, 1 lap behind the TQ as well. And Billy Easton with that 17 flat gets him 4 seconds now behind the original TQ. He is currently right now your TQ holder from round number 1, 18 laps and 5:06. So we have one on the pipe here, and that is William, and he's clear. New fast lap for Billy Easton in lap number 13, 16.4, and that was the last lap for him. 16.4, 1 minute to go. Jim Anderson in fourth right now. He is 2 seconds behind Mason for third. And Billy follows with a 16.4 with a 16.7. He is dialed. Oh, and there's Jordan Rick on, but he got himself out. And he is clear. Jim Anderson in third. Nelson Marsh now moves up into second. Your running order is Billy Easton, Nelson Marsh, Jim Anderson, Mason McCombs, Jordan Rick, and William Costanzas. Thank you. 10 seconds. And Nelson Marsh right now 1/10 back off the leader behind Billy. Billy fell down to a 17-lap pace. And race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Jim Anderson, you're done. Mason McCombs, you're done. Billy Easton, you're done. Jordan, you're done. Nelson, you're done. And William, everybody's done. Billy Easton takes the victory. 17 laps, 5:11, but he still wins the $5 for the TQ from round number 1. Coming in second would be Nelson Marsh. He finished the race 17 laps, 5:14. Jim Anderson coming in third, 16 laps and 5:01, followed by Mason McCombs, Jordan Rick, and William Costanzas. Right now, it is race number 2, stock truck. Dennis Ramsey, Thomas Andre, and Jason Britton. right, guys, my turn marshals are out here. My drivers are out here. We'll just pull them up here in a line. Ready to get into race number 2. All right, here we go. Excuse me. All right, race number 2 out of 5. Remember, time to beat is 16 laps in 5:09. Set by Thomas Andre in round number 1. Thomas Andre, you are going on the horn in less than 5. Jason. Dennis. And we're off. Put a couple laps down. I will go into the race order. All right, and right now with 4:05 to go in the race is Thomas Andre in the lead on a 17-lap 5:11 pace, 1 lap ahead of his TQ. Jason Britton in second on a 16-lap 5:06 pace. And also Jason Britton right now is 3 seconds ahead of the original TQ set by Thomas Andre in round number 1. And there's Dennis. And we got a couple wrecks out there. And right now we're 3:20 to go. It's Jason Britton now up into the lead. Thomas Andre in second. And right now Thomas is 1 second back off the leader behind Jason. And there is Thomas Andre in the lime green and dark green. And there's Jason Britton with a lime green and looks like burgundy roof. And then there's Dennis Ramsey in the short course. And right now we got 2:50 to go. So we got less than 3. 2:45 now. And Thomas Andre takes the lead right back. And Jason Britton in that second spot. Jason Britton right now 3 seconds back off the leader. And right now we're coming up on that 2-minute mark. And right now we're at that 2-minute mark. Jason in that second spot now, 6 seconds back off the leader. So Thomas is a little bit more of an advantage. Thomas is still ahead of the TQ by 5 seconds. Up next is four-wheel buggy, Thomas Andre, Jordan Rick, and William Costanzas. You guys will be up next in a minute 30. And right now, we're now at that 1 minute mark. Jason Britton right now in second, and he is 6 seconds, now 8 seconds away from the TQ, or away from the leader, I'm sorry. Thomas Andre still in that lead. Thomas Andre still has the fastest lap in this race with a 17.8 in lap number 1. 30 seconds to go. Dennis, I think it's the orange shirt. You should. Where's the orange shirt? The Dennis Ramsey orange shirt special. Don't worry, I'm a sight for sore eyes too. And the race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Thomas Andre, you're done. And everybody's done. Thomas Andre takes the victory, setting new TQ with 16 laps in 5:03, beating the TQ by 6 seconds. And Jason Britton coming in second with 16 laps in 5:08. And Dennis Ramsey, third. Race number 3, you guys are up. Modified buggy. Also, guys, please in the pits, I do need a couple of volunteer turn marshals. Help us out, guys. We have a couple of races. We're only 3 drivers, and one of them is running back to back. Vince. I told you I got your new buggy, your new truck right here. So at least when they have to go around you, I mean, they can just go over it. They don't, you know. I need one more turn marshal, guys. One more turn marshal. One more turn marshal, guys. Thank you, Jim. What are they doing? What is it? Oh. All right, my drivers are checked in except for William. He has a check-in. All right, go do your hot lap and bring him on up to the line. There we go. All right, as William fixes his body. Or is he having... We'll give William a minute's grace. If you guys want to do a couple hot laps, go ahead. Got to put Vince to work. So, Jordan, if you die during the middle of the race, you can blame William. All right, we're ready to rock. There we go. All right, here we go. Four-wheel drive. Time to beat is 16 laps and 5:18, set by Jordan Rick in round one. Jordan Rick, you are going on the horn. Less than 5. Thomas. William. And we're off. All right, now with 4:20 to go in this race, William Kazanzas in the lead and ahead of the TQ, 17 laps in 5:06. Now 17 laps in 5:03 is his new pace with that second lap. Last lap around for him was a 17:7. Jordan Rick right now in the second spot on a 16-lap 5:15 pace. 3 seconds, he's ahead of the TQ by 3 seconds. And right now, we got 3:45 to go in this race. And Thomas Andre in that third spot on a 15-lap 5:07 pace. William right now is on rails. 17.3 last lap, followed by 18.7. Right now, he is 1 lap ahead of the TQ. And Jordan Rick in that second spot, 2 seconds ahead of the TQ. So both William and Jordan are on new TQ pace. 3:15 to go in the race. Thomas Andre moves up in the second with that 17.7 last lap. And puts Jordan Rick down in the third. Right now, all 3 drivers are now ahead of the TQ. And right now we got 2 down, less than 3 to go. Jordan Rick right now 5 seconds back off a second behind Thomas. It is William, Thomas, and Jordan. That is right now your order. William last lap 17.6. And that's Jordan right there upside down, and he is clear thanks to Vince. And your leader right there caught in the middle of the track, and now he's out. That's going to hurt his time a little bit, which it does. He's on his new pace, 16 laps in 5:01. He's still 17 seconds ahead of the TQ, but Thomas Andre right behind him now with only 4 seconds back off the leader for Thomas Andre. Right now, William and Thomas, and it looks like Thomas has to pull it off. And we have the leader on the back straight upside down, and he is clear. 1:45 to go in the race. Up next is Heat 1 out of 2 of Stock Buggy. Mike McFarland, TJ Bradley, Jason Britton, and Nelson Marsh. You guys are up next. And it's still William Kazanzas right now in the lead. And that is your leader right there in the gray. The gray four-wheel drive. That is William. He is right now your leader, and Thomas Andre is out. He's the white, but he's out. Jordan Rick in that yellow. Oh, and the leader's going tumbling down the back straight. Caution going down in turn number 3. I'm sorry. 45 seconds to go. Ooh, and William dodged that one. Oh, looks like pit crew has to tweak something. Look at that. $20 seconds. And the leader right now upside down. And with that wreck, it got him out of TQ pace. With 5 seconds to go, he's on right now 16 laps, 5:19, 1 second behind it. Race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Let's see if he can make up that time, get back into TQ. William, keep going. William, keep going. And right now, he is now 1 second ahead of the TQ. Rick Jordan, you're done. Let's see what happens this last lap. Let's see if he can remain the TQ. Uh-oh. Let's see if he can. And William, you're done. Sorry to say, Jordan Rick holds the TQ. William finishes the race in the first spot, 16 laps in 5:28. Jordan Rick coming in second, 14 laps in 5:12. I thought you were getting nervous up there. All right, the money race. The money races. Stock buggy, race number 4 to 5, heat number 1 out of 2. I'm going to need one volunteer turn marshal for this race, guys. One volunteer from the pits. Time to beat from round 1, 18 laps in 5:11. My drivers are checked in. I just need one turn marshal from the pits, guys. One turn marshal. One turn marshal from the pits, guys. One turn marshal. Who can help me out? Or help all of us out? My drivers are ready to rock. They're here at the line. They're ready to take off. Just waiting on the turn marshal. Come on, guys. One turn marshal. I need one turn marshal. Thank you, Mason. Don't worry, Dennis. We got it. All right, stock buggy, heat number 1 out of 2. No, I would have done that. Heat number 1. Wait till it fills up, then come out. I'm here to help. Stock buggy, heat number 1 out of 2. Time to beat 18 laps in 5:11. TJ Bradley, you are going on the horn in less than 5. Nelson Marsh. Mike McFarland. And Jason Britton. And we're off in stock buggy heat 1 out of 2, race 4, round number 2. Yeah, Dennis, I'm just messing with you. And right off the bat, it's TJ Bradley right now, your leader. Nelson Marsh right now currently in second. Jason Britton in third. Mike McFarland in fourth. And now Nelson Marsh now up in the lead. Jason Britton in second. Mike McFarland third. TJ goes down to fourth. One down, less than 4 to go. Mike McFarland in the third spot right now. He's just right behind Jason Britton for second. Jason Britton right now 5 seconds back off the leader behind Nelson Marsh. And Jason Britton now up into the lead. Let me see something here. All right. It's not right. And right now we got 2 down, less than 3, 2 down and 3 to go. 3 minutes to go. DJ, I don't know if you were in the middle of a wreck or something. I didn't see it, but looks like a couple laps. 2:40 to go in this race. 2:40 to go is Nelson Marsh, Jason Britton, Mike McFarland right now. Nelson Marsh with a 17.4 last lap. Jason Britton right now in second. And right behind him is Mike McFarland in third. Mike McFarland right now only 8 seconds back off a second behind Jason. Nelson Marsh last lap 17.7. Now followed it with a 17.7 as well. Up, yep, back down the back straight. TJ Bradley last lap 17.3. And Mike McFarland now moves up in a second, but Jason Britton took it right back. Nelson Marsh on a 16-lap 5:08 pace. Jason Britton on a 16-lap 5:11 pace. And Jason Britton 3 seconds back off the leader. Mike McFarland on a 16-lap 5:18 pace. And TJ, it's showing here a 13-lap pace. I don't know if early in the race there was something going on. And Jason Britton now up into the lead. Nelson Marsh down in the second. Fastest lap for Jason Britton, 18 flat, lap number 4. Currently your leader. 1 minute to go, guys. 1 minute to go. Up next will be race number 5 out of 5. Heat 2 of Stock Buggy. Last race of the second round. That will be Corey Ferguson, Vince McMahon, Thomas Andre, and Jim Anderson. $20 seconds. And Nelson Marsh now back up into the lead. Jason Britton down in the second. 10 seconds. Race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Nelson Marsh, you're done. Jason, you're done. TJ, you're done. And everybody's done. Nelson Mars taking the victory. 16 laps, 5:03. Jason Britton coming in second with 16 laps, 5:07. And Mike McFarland third, 16 laps and 5:14. That is it for race number 4. Right now it's race number 5. I don't know. 17. Hold on. All right, my drivers are checked in. I just need my turn marshals. Let's see. We're missing a turn marshal. Mike is out there. Okay, there we go. Right there at that orange cone right there. The big one. Right there. See it over there? No, next one. Closest to the sliding glass door. Or sliding glass door. The sliding door, I'm sorry. Yep, that one right there. All right. Stock buggy heat number 2 out of 2. Last race of the second round. Remember, time to beat 18 laps in 5:11 set by Jim Anderson in round 1. Jim Anderson, you are going on the horn in less than 5. Vince, Corey, and Thomas. And we're off. As soon as you guys get a couple laps down, I will go in the race order. Remember, this is the money race in the mains. $50 to the winner. You never. One down, less than 4 to go. Less than 4 to go. Jim Anderson right now, your leader. And right now he is 3 seconds ahead of the TQ. 18 laps and now 4 seconds. 18 laps and 5:07. 16-9 for Jim Anderson last lap. Vince McMahon in second on a 17-lap 5:02 pace. Vince McMahon had a 17-3 last lap. Corey Ferguson in that third spot on a 17-lap 5:10 pace. And Thomas Andre in the fourth spot on a 17-lap 5:10 pace. Hey, Mason. After this race, can I see you, buddy? It's now Jim Anderson. It's Jim Anderson still leading him on, but he is out of the TQ right now by 8 seconds. And it looks like Thomas Andre has to pull it off. And right now we got 2 down, less than 3 to go. 2 down, less than 3 to go. Corey Ferguson in that third spot right now, right behind Vince, trying to get up in the second. And Vince is not too far behind Jim Anderson. Jim Anderson right there, your leader in the all-white. Vince in the checkerboard. And Corey Ferguson in the blue. Jim Anderson last lap 17.3. Vince last lap 17.6. And Corey Ferguson also with a 17.6. And right now we're at that 2-minute mark. 2 minutes to go, guys. 2 minutes to go. Jim Anderson right now 4 seconds back behind the original TQ set by him in round number 1. $1:15 to go. 1:15 to go. Corey right now, Ferguson in that third spot. 1/10 back off of second behind Vince. Trying to get into second. The sliding glass door, Mason, was installed Tuesday last month. This Mason, just worry about your car. I do need to see you though in 35 seconds. We'll talk about it. It's a new feature. It's so clean, the glass, it looks like it's not even there. 20 seconds to go. It's still Jim, Corey, and Vince. That's the running order. 15 seconds. Race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Corey Ferguson, you're done. Jim Anderson, you're done. And Vince, everybody's done. Jim Anderson taking victory, 18 laps and 5:18. He still holds the TQ from round number 1. Corey Ferguson coming in second with 17 laps and 5:11. And Vince finishing third, 17 laps and 5:17. All right, guys, we're going to take a 25-minute intermission. And we'll come back to 3:45 we'll start. 3:45 we'll start round our mains. Whatever. I have something on my mind right now. Mason, I need you. Hey, Mountain Dew man. Okay, so all right, guys, we got 25-minute break. All right, guys, I'm also coming in there. I'm out there right now with the main setup, and it's the same order. Remember, go see Miss Heidi before she close up, and see you out there in a second. Jim Anderson to the window. All right, is the track blown off? Somebody wants to blow the track off, we'll go into round number 2. Or the mains, I'm sorry. All right, we don't want to blow the track off? All right. All right, guys, I need my turn marshals from race number 4. All right, waiting for turn marshals, waiting for TJ's out there, Corey Ferguson. Nelson's racing this race. Vince McMahon. Mike McFarland. I just need one down at the other end, on that cone down there at the way at the other end. And somebody here. Where's Mike McFarland? He's safe. There we go. All right, we're set. All right, here we go. Race 1 in our mains, a 6-minute race, modified buggy. In that first spot with a TQ time of 18 laps and 5:06, it's Mr. Billy Easton. In the second spot in the all-white, it is Jim Anderson. In that third spot in the white and red, it's Mason McCombs. In the all-red, it's Nelson Marsh. In the black and green, that is Jordan Rick. Is William going to make it? Oh, he's on the driver's stand. There he is. He just has to... All right, help those guys out. Give them a minute. Also, guys, just a reminder, Billy did win $5 for the TQ. Now the winner of this race gets $20 cash. Or a minivan. Just needs a transmission, that's all. It also comes up with a tied up person in there and a free cattle prong. Don't get out of the van. Stay there. That was a hell of a first date. Or last date. There we go. He's all set. He was so worried about Dennis Ramsey's vehicle, he couldn't work on his own. Just kidding, Dennis. Got to give you crap. All right. We're all set, ready to rock. Remember, winner of this race gets $20 cash. Billy gets guaranteed $5 for TQing. Modified buggy. Everyone's going to go on the horn in less than 5. And we're off. And there they are. It is a 6-minute race. And they're still running the same line. Nice, clean start to this race. And there is your leader right there in that Serpent. That is Billy Easton. Jim Anderson right behind him. Mason McCombs right behind Jim. Nelson Marsh right behind Mason McCombs. And there they are battling it out right there going down the back straight. Oh, and the leader upside down. And there he is, your leader right now. Jim Anderson, Mason McCombs in that second spot. And Billy Easton down in the third. Nelson Marsh in fourth. 1 down and 5 to go. Remember, $20 cash to the winner of this race. Oh, and Mason McCombs over the jump by the driver's stand crashes, moves up Nelson Marsh in that third spot. Billy Easton right now moves up in the second. Caution going over that double right there. And good turn marshaling by Thomas Andre. And right now, Billy Easton coming up behind Jim Anderson. And right now, Billy Easton stalking Jim Anderson, trying to get up back in front, trying to win the $20 cash. But Jim Anderson's like, no, might be my race. Nelson Marsh in the third spot. And Mason crashes on the pipe. Oh, and somebody's upside down. And that was your leader, and Billy Easton takes the lead right back. Jim Anderson in second. Nelson Marsh now all over him. There is your leader right there in the white, yellow, and blue going down the back straight. That is Billy Easton. Jim Anderson in the all-white is currently right now in second. And Mason McCombs moves up in the third. Nelson Marsh down in the fourth. And Billy Easton now pulling away out front. He is increasing his lead. Soon he might be in cruise control. And we're halfway to go, guys. 3 down, 3 to go. It is Billy, Jim, Mason, Nelson, Jordan, and William. That is your running order. And Jim Anderson right there on the pipe, and he's clear. So that's going to move up, or move Mason McCombs closer to Jim Anderson, trying to get into second. And Nelson Marsh, Nelson Marsh is right behind Mason McCombs. So one mistake by Mason McCombs, and Nelson Marsh will move up into third. Oh, and that was close right there. And there's your leader coming up right behind Nelson Marsh. 2:15 to go. All right. And right now we got 1:45 to go in this race. Up next will be Stock Truck, Thomas Andre, Jason Britton, and Dennis Ramsey. You guys will be up next in 1:35. Oh, and somebody's upside down, and that was Nelson Marsh. And Mason McCombs coming up right behind Jim Anderson. He is right now trying to get into second. And right now, Billy Easton just dialed. 16-second club. He is right now fast laps averaging 16 seconds. 16 and a half seconds. 1 minute to go, guys. 1 minute to go in this 6-minute stock buggy race. And there is your leader, Billy Easton, going down the back straight. Coming up right behind William. That is your leader behind you, William. Good job, thank you. 40 seconds to go. And Jim Anderson upside down, and that moves up Mason McCombs up into third or second. $15 seconds. Corey got one in the middle lane right there, and caution down the middle lane. And Mason upside down now. Jim Anderson takes second right back. Race is over. When you cross, you're done. Jim Anderson taking second. Mason McCombs taking third. Nelson, Ford, Jordan fifth. And the leader, track is hot. Track is hot, and there he is. Taking the TQ, the $25 total, and win. Billy Easton taking the win, finishing the race with the victory. $5 for TQ and $20 cash for winning the race. That is it for race 1. Hey, he is right now, Dennis Ramsey. Dennis Ramsey is that's Williams and Jordan's apprentice. Yeah, you only missed the lap by 10 feet. All right, so we got all turn marshals up there. All right, let's pull them on up to the front, guys. In the first spot with 16 laps in 5:03. Coming in round 2, Thomas Angry Andre. In the second spot, brand new here, NewRedHobbies, Jason Britton. And in that third spot, it's the one and only. There he is, drum roll. Dennis Ramsey. All right. This is going to be a 5-minute stock truck race. This is the winner of this race gets the van. The minivan. You just got to drive it reverse. All right. Thomas, Andre, Jason, Dennis, everyone on the horn. Less than 5. And we're off. Oh, Ed. Right now, it's Jason pulls up out in front. Thomas right in the second spot. And there's Dennis. You were close. Go now. And right now it is battling out between Thomas and Jason. Oh, and Thomas tried taking the inside, but he spun out right there, that pipe. Oh, and we had a spin out right there by the leaders of Thomas Andre. They're pulling up by traffic. It's like there's 10 cars in the lane. It's like coming up on 10 cars. I just saw dirt or that surface ain't hard no more. All right, 3:45 to go. Thomas Andre right there in the lead. Jason right there trying to come up behind him. Go now. Oh, that. Turn back, try it again. No. It's like there's 10 cars on the track. 3:15 to go. You'll get it, Dennis. We're all rooting on you. All right. Just for participating, you get a minivan. That's the participation trophy. 2:45 to go. It's still Thomas and Jason. And right now, Thomas Andre got a pretty good sized lead. Dennis, if I was you, I'd just close your eyes and just drive. This one's for you, Harry. Don't do a victory thing now. I mean, the race ain't over. And right now we're at that 2-minute mark. Give him a little push, Tom. Now all you're missing in this race is Sean. And that would have been a race. I'm not. We're not worried about the car taking the beating, the walls and the jumps. Definitely got to do a track change. And we're right now at that 1 minute mark. That's what it is, Dennis. We sold you a bad body for the truck. 45 seconds ago, it's still Thomas. Right now, he's still one lap ahead of him. Jason in second, and Dennis in the third spot. And we got right here, we got one on the pipe. 25 seconds. Remember, up next now is four-wheel drive. Jordan, Rick, William, and Thomas Andre. 5 seconds. Race is over. Jason, you're done. You did take second. And there he is. Give him a round of applause. Dennis Ramsey. Thomas Andre taking the victory. And when he comes over the double there, watch out. Just cross the line. I know. Dennis taking third. Good race, guys. Dennis, you get a new minivan. Just got to drive it home reverse. All right, four-wheel drive. Also, guys, I will need 2 turn marshals for this race. I have one driver run back-to-back. I only have 2 turn marshals for this race. So I need 1. I need 2. I'm sorry. I need 2. Hey, Jim Anderson, I got to ask you a question. You think we should take 5 minutes after this race to blow the track off, or is it good? Well, all right. Figure you want at least... Just let me know if you guys want to take 5 minutes to blow the track off in between after this race. All right, my drivers are checked in. I just need Jason Britton, Dennis Ramsey, and I need 2 volunteers. 2 volunteers. My drivers are checked in, just waiting on some turn marshals. I need turn marshals. All right, need two more turn marshals, two more. I got two out here. I need two more. Come on, two people from the pits. Two people. There's one. I got Mason. Thank you. I just need one more turn marshal. Just one more. All right, let's get him gridded up while we're waiting for a turn marshal. In the first spot, 16 laps in 5:18 in round number 1, it's Jordan Rick. In the second spot, it is William Kazanzas. And in that third and final spot, Thomas Angry Andre. All right, my drivers are gridded up. One more turn marshal. Come on, guys. Somebody from the pits, please. There should be a minimum of 4 drivers in a class. There's no way around it, man. There's no way around it. I need one more turn marshal. Trust me, I tried putting so many different orders and it would be worse than it is. Is he? All right, cool. Thank you, TJ. Thank you, TJ. All right. Excellent, guys. Appreciate it. All right. 4-wheel drive. Race 3 out of 4. This is going to be a 5-minute race. You could do it. Everyone, all 3 of you, on the horn in less than 5. And we're off. And right now, it looks like it is William right now up front. Took the lead. And Jordan in the second spot. And Thomas Andre in that third and final spot. And there he is, your leader in the gray, William Kazanzas. And in all yellow, that's going to be Jordan Rick. And in the all white, Thomas Andre. And right now, it looks like Jordan Rick coming up right behind William. He is right now. And then Thomas Andre coming up right behind Jordan. So right now, all 3 are in a battle for position. Oh, we have one upside down the back straight. And right now, we got one down, less than 4 to go. And Jordan Rick coming up right behind William. Right now, there's a battle between first and second going. There they are down the back straight. And William, nice little lap there. And William pulling out a little bit more far, pulling up further ahead. Oh, and second place upside down gives and Thomas Andre now coming up right behind Jordan Rick. And Thomas Andre now moves up into second. Jordan Rick falls down to third. Oh, and your leader was tumbling down that off that jump, but he saved it. And Thomas Andre catching up to William a little bit there. There he is going down the back straight. Oh, and he rolls it. And Jordan Rick slid in the turn. Coming up right behind Thomas, but he crashes. 2:30 to go. And your leader right there and was a little bit of a hiccup down that back straight, but it got cleared up. Oh, and your leader upside down. Thomas Andre now coming up closer. William was saved by the turn marshal. And right now we're at that 2-minute mark up. 2-minute mark. Up next is our money race stock buggy. And you got 1 and 2, down the back straight. Can William hold this lead? Thomas now coming up behind him. There he is. Thomas catching him in the turns. But William pulls out on that straight. And there they are. 1:15 to go. Can William hold this lead? Oh, your leader caught the top of the jump. Oh, and Thomas upside down. 1 minute to go. Your leader upside down. Oh, and then Thomas got upside down. Oh, no. 45 seconds to go. And right now, 40 seconds to go, William with a pretty good-sized lead. Can he hold it? The pressure is on. No pressure, William. "15 seconds. And the race is over when you cross. There he is, taking the victory. It is William Kasanzas. Jordan, when you cross, you'll be taking third, and then Thomas Andre taking second. Good race, William. Holds the lead, held the lead. All right, guys, this is the money race. Huh? Oh, I stole the chair. All right, my turn marshals are going to be Jordan Rick, William, and I need 2 volunteers, please. Let's say I got 2 turn marshals out there. I just need 2 more. Just need 2 more. Is Mike in with a customer? Ask Mike. Thank you, Dennis. I need 1 more. 1 more. 1 more turn marshal. All right, while we're waiting for 1 turn marshal, Savior Mason McCombs. Thank you, Mason. Baby Jesus. All right. In that first spot, with a qualifying time of 18 laps and 5:11 in round number 1, in that all-white, Jim Anderson. In the second spot, in the blue, it's going to be TJ Bradley, or blue and white. In the third spot, it is all blue, it's going to be Corey Ferguson. And in all red buggy, Nelson Marsh in that 4th spot. With the checkerboard, buddy, it's Vince McMahon. With the black rims, it's Mike McFarland. Then Jason Britton. And in that final spot, all green, Thomas Andre. All right, I'm going to put the glasses on for this one. All right, guys. Remember, minivan on the, $50 cash on the line. All right, here we go. Got the stack right here. Everyone on the horn in less than 5. And we're off in the money race. $50 for the winner. Stock buggy. Let's see what happens. And TJ Bradley right there, right behind Jim Anderson. And Nelson Marsh all over Corey Ferguson. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, we have a wreck going down in the back berm, the back turn. And we're clear. There we go. 1, 2, and 3. Jim Anderson, TJ, and Nelson Marsh. That is your 3. We have a tight one right here. TJ Bradley right behind Jim Anderson. Oh, and then he lost in the turn. Gives Jim Anderson a little bit more of a lead. 1 down, 5 minutes to go. It is Jim, TJ, Nelson, Vince, Jason, Mike, Thomas, and Corey. That's the running order. And Mike McFarland moves up into the 4th spot. Jason Britton 5th. Oh, in your 3rd spot, Nelson Marsh upside down moves up. Mike McFarland in the 3rd. Jason Britton in 4th. And Nelson Marsh moves down in the 5th. 4:15 to go. And Jim Anderson right now in traffic. That is your leader in the all-white buggy. And Nelson Marsh upside down. Caution coming over the tabletop. Caution coming over the tabletop. And we're clear. Less than 4 to go. Less than 4 to go. It is Jim, TJ, and Mike McFarland. That's top 3. Right now, Jim is running in cruise control. But TJ is starting to slowly catch him. .320 to go. And Jason Britton coming up right behind Mike McFarland, trying to get into third. Vince in fifth, Corey in sixth, Thomas in seventh, and Nelson down in the eighth. And we're halfway down, halfway to go, 3-minute mark. And Jason Britton in that third spot, coming up behind Mike McFarland, trying to get into second. And it looks like Nelson has to pull it off. Your top three right now, Jim Anderson, Mike McFarland, and Jason Britton. 2:30 to go. And there's TJ right there in the blue and white going down the back straight. He's currently in fourth. Vince right behind him, trying to get into fifth. Or trying to get into fourth. So right now we have a battle between 3, 4, and 5. Jason, TJ, and Vince. And let's see there. And TJ moves up into third. Jason in fourth. This is crazy. What a race this one is. 1:15 to go. TJ Bradley in that third spot. Vince McMahon coming up behind him, trying to get into third. And 1 minute to go, guys. 1 minute to go. Jim Anderson in the all-white right now in cruise control. He is your leader for the $50. And there he is in the all-white going down the back straight. And Vince McMahon in that black body coming up right behind TJ, trying to get into third with 15 seconds. For some reason, I thought it was, you had to, 5 seconds. Why did I say checkerboard in the beginning of the race? It looks like race is over. When you cross, you're going to be done. Jason, when you cross, you're taking fourth. Vince done. Mike McFarland taking second. There he is, taking the victory in the $50. Jim Anderson. Wow, Jim Anderson taking the victory. Mike McFarland taking second. TJ Bradley coming in that third spot. Jason Britton fourth, Vince fifth, Corey sixth, and Thomas seventh. Wow, what a race. That was crazy. Well, I know Jim crossed the line first. Did you miss a lap? But yeah, I didn't know. I'll take a look at that. But Jim did cross the line first. What's going on here? Why is nothing? Yeah, exactly. Why isn't it printed? All right, guys, just give us a second. We're trying to print out the paperwork.